too sexy for myself. Too sexy for I'm too sexy for me. Okay, hold on. Good Lord, how do cosplay people do this shit? Hello, everyone, and I got something slightly new. If I can stop standing on some of the stuff I'm moving around. Oh, hello. Sorry for the odd opening now. I'm going to take these off. Ah! That was for the ladies, though. This is a World of Warcraft cosplay outfit that probably costed too much, but it looks very knightish and it's okay looking, to be honest. So I picked it up. I thought next time I go to a convention, it's something a lot better than the WAG thing I tried to do. It looked kind of like a hide knight. And it even has a loincloth. Oh, I hope there's no one seen down there. It's good. Of course not. Oh my goodness. I gotta get some air in there. Whew. Yeah, it has fake muscles though. Anyway, besides that, I'm also a door. Chill. What? If there were guns around at night times, I'd probably carry one just in case too. Well, Nerf gun I got for $1 at the Goodwill. Anyway, to the main course of what people actually want to see, obviously. Stuff I got. So, I need to move my Sariel helmet. You're going to have to hang on to the Mario crew here. There you go. Anyway, let's show off some of the big goodies here inside from my hair. Obviously, wearing a giant styrofoam helmet might do that. So I got Guitar Hero Live for $24. It was a half-price media day. They wanted $49.99, and since it was half off, it was brand new and it wasn't used or anything. I tried a little bit. It's completely different from the previous games. It has 2 rows of 6 lined up, three black and 3 white, and aside from that, it works the same. It's very different. It's like having MTV before it became a racist piece of garbage. Another big thing I got was this 2 DDR dance pads with a PlayStation 2 copy of DDR. One of them was literally not even open. It was only $10, so I said, why the hell not? And then this was originally $119 when it first came out, and GameStop was selling them for $14.99, and it has the one of the playsets I got before, the one with Luke, Leia, and the Death Star, and Boba Fett on top of the starter set. So I didn't have the game, and the game goes for $12.99 used. So I said, why the hell not? I got Boba Fett now. At the Goodwill, I got this Yokai Watch figurine of one of the more mainstream characters that show in the advertisement for $1.99. It goes for $10 at GameStop, so I said, why the hell not? Speaking of that, the GameStop boy gave me this little teeny little Winston here. Little baby kid Winston. And speaking of that, I also would like to show in closer, nicer detail my Zero Escape watch that finally came in after being delayed. It's very nice looking, but it does feel very cheap. But it displays different time information now, and I get to use that for what I've been wanting to use it for. Getting some of the other Toy to Life stuff out of the way. Amazon had a sale on Doc Brown for the Legos. Oh, Doc Brown. Anyway, it was just $2 something. And it was like the best-selling item, the Hateful video game. So I was like, why not? It's Doc Brown. Doc Brown. Okay, I'll stop doing that. Moving on here. The only other thing aside from one of the limited editions here, which I'll get to showing you, at the Goodwill, I did get This was $3.99. It was a SpongeBob thing. Now the reason I got this is it came with a case for the DS Lite. And that white DS Lite I got for $5 thrifting. I've been taking that to work, but I don't have a case for it. So that was a case for a DS Lite. It was $3.99 and came with a garbage game. So I was like, I mainly just bought for the case thing. I don't know what I'll do with the game. I might trade it or just give it away or something. I don't know. I don't think anyone's too interested in SpongeBob. So. And I got a Band Hero for the DS Lite, which it has the same guitar thing. It goes into the GBA slot, but it also has this wobble thing that goes over it for the drums, and it can use the mic to sing along. It was just $4 at the Goodwill, so I was like, I never got any of the Band Hero things. I can't imagine what the using the mic functionality is like in this. I can't imagine it being too good. Moving on to a few things. I'll save that one limited edition down. Some stuff I traded for dumpster dive stuff. A Mystery Mortal game from the Adventure Club. One of the Sherlock home games from the Adventure Company. Also, Where on the World is Carmen Sandiego. I've never seen this particular case of it. It just has this recyclable cardboard piece with a disc and a slip. So I'm not sure if this is any of the hard cases I've gotten. I've never seen this one. So I got that. And on top of that, I also got Battalion Wars 2 for the Wii. It's a pristine copy with all its contents, its book and everything. No scratches on the disc. So I don't think that was a bad trade for this in particular. Because I gave him a lot of stuff, 2 shelves and a bunch of posters and all kinds of crap like that. I did get the newest King of Fighters, the steel case, very tantalizing. Okay, and we gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. We're gonna scare more people off. I got some Nintendo Selects from the Amazon Prime, so I got them for $15 instead of $19.99. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and the long-awaited Wind Waker for the Wii U. I've actually wanted this, but it's ridiculous used price for like $55 is just a fucking joke. It's a joke. So I'm glad they made that Nintendo Select. I did get with some of my credit I've been getting from GameStop through some of the Redbox shenanigans I've been doing. Driver Renegade for the 3DS for $4.49, and no taxes because they don't tax you with credit. So that's actually been pretty nice. Also today, this weekend, apparently they're giving 50 extra credit to members of the program thing, and Pro gets 60% extra credit. So Tony Hawk was still $5.99 at the Redbox machine, and they were giving 11. And on top of that, that I got 60% extra. So this I've been waiting for quite a while. Since I'm Pro, I got for $17.99, no taxes, because I used my credit for the extra $1.99. So I basically paid like $12 for this Willy, basically, with a shitty copy of Tony Hawk 5. Thank you, GameStop. I've been gloriously enjoying abusing your shit. I got a new copy of Lord of Arcane I opened up, because for some reason it had a book on the back wrapped around, and underneath that, the game with a book inside was wrapped around. The second book is another language, so I'm not really sure why they did that. I was kind of like weirded out by that. But this is supposed to be like a Monster Hunter whip-off, I think. Something like that. I got the Zona Indoors HD collection. This, I have a DS game, and actually I can see it right there. Let me grab it real quick. Some people might be aware of this dungeon crawl here. Azor, the Unemployed Ninja, Azor 1 and 2. This is a weird fighting game that actually has her and her friend now. And it doesn't look very impressive, but it was on sale on Amazon for like $4 or something. It was on Cheap Ass Gamer listed. So I was just like, whoa, don't want to spill everything, you know? But yeah, I was just like, okay, sure, why not? I did get one of the last, I believe this is the last Kingdom Hearts game I didn't own, WeCoded, which was originally a cell phone game in Japan. I'm actually playing the Force DS game on my DS Lite I've been bringing to work. Getting about 2 missions done averagely a day. Last Thursday I actually got 3 missions done. Still not enjoying it as much, but it's going a little better than when I first tried it. The notorious Shining Arc for the PSP. Some people may know this more notoriously for what Sega did to YouTube than the game itself. When this game was announced, Sega attacked a whole bunch of fucking Shining videos, regardless of even if they had gameplay. People who just do, like what I'm doing right now, just talking. I'm right here, talking about shit, got took down. Famously, probably more well known that you might have heard of, was Tor Biscuit's video being hit by it, which led to him to never ever say anything about Sega games until they apologized, which they never really publicly apologized, but they did supposedly help channels that got affected. It was never really figured out what the fuck happened, but this game is probably more notorious that than anything else for America. Some Limited One games I got. Rainbow Moon, which is supposed to be a tactics game. And where is the other one? And Shadow Complex Remastered. Don't really know anything about that. Then this Retro City Rampage had a very limited one. I think it was like near the beginning of the year or something. And it sold out in like 10 minutes or something. It was ridiculous. So, and a lot of people apparently have been bothering the developer about wanting one still. So he made a new, different cover and everything, release physical version that had basically as many people who ordered were going to be made. So I did not get the original thing. I heard about too late and it was gone. This was mainly to celebrate the PSP release, which is not physical. That actually sent a case with a book, but no UMD, because apparently he claimed, and this is going to cause new controversy, that UMDs were not being made anymore, which has left the next Classic Heroes game up in the air. As far as I'm aware, Victor has not commented on that yet, but I think this is going to start some controversy on that. But you get a PS4 version of the game. I think it was also a Vita version. I do like the case where it shows, I'll have to bring it up here, but it shows the main character shooting what appears to be 2 Italian pipe repairmen. I wonder who the fuck they are. Some plumbers running down the road. And they will one fast. 111. Something I was both happy and mad getting is Streets of Rage 1 for the Sega Genesis. No booklet, but the game is in very good condition, so is the artwork in it. So I only own a physical cartridge version of Streets of Rage 3. I played Streets of Rage 2 also, but a friend of mine owned that, so I never got to own that. Anyone who knows, a lot of Streets of Rage usually... Now, you can get them in a lot of collections now, so they're not really hard to get in other forms. But if you want the cartridge versions, they can still be a little bit. This was at one of the thrift stores with a bunch of garbage. The only other thing was Echo and Streets of Rage 3 with a Sega Genesis and a bunch of sports games. So I asked how much for this and Streets of Rage 3, because usually for the retro games at the one thrift store that ain't the Goodwill, retro stuff they usually just ask for $1, so that's what I was expecting. But apparently they wanted to sell all of it together for $100. A bunch of garbage Genesis fucking cartridges with only 3 decent games in the system. Not a very good price, to be honest. So I made an offer for $10. And she got some guy, and he said 10. And I went with that. I gave him a 10. Might have been a little bit more, but I wanted to get a physical copy. I like the Streets of Rage series. It's so sad that having a fourth title went down. Now, there was technically kind of a fourth title. It never was an official title because it fell through during its development, but it was originally going to be a fourth title. It was on the PS1, Dreamcast. I think there was a Sega Sound version too. It was a very generic name. I can't remember what it was. I'm sure somebody could probably, but it's very, like, it is a 3D ball. It could have been grand and awesome of that. It's a shame that fell through. At the Goodwill today, some additional goodies I got there was 3 games and a bunch of Skylanders. Skylanders are not with me. I left them at my parents'. They were $2.99. There were 4 of them I got for my nephew. But 3 games for myself. Prototype 2 sealed with its sleeve for $3.99. That over. Centipede Infestation for the Wii for $3.99 on the back though. They have either Kmart or Target. I always forget who these red clearance stickers are for. But Prototype was listed for $14.99. This was $9.98. And there was also Darksiders 2 for the Wii U for $3.99 also. The clearance sticker was for $29.98. And it says it includes bonus content of 5 hours of additional gameplay included. It has a little star there, and I'm not sure if that's like DLC or something. Oh, and apparently there's multiplayer on this. Wasn't aware of that. But yeah, all $3.99. Not a bad deal there. Not a bad deal. Some other goodies here. This is reminiscent of a NES game. I can't remember how to pronounce it. It began with an S. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you're looking down at like a 3D room at an angle. Fuck, the word eludes me. It'd probably be a little hard to see the screenshots there, but this was very reminiscent of old NES game. I picked that up, and I also got the physical version of Sleep Among Us. That also comes with the DLC on disc. Always a good smart move. Now, I have 2 other things here. This I'm going to save. Let's go to that limited edition here. So, this is supposed to be, I believe, a dungeon crawler. I haven't really followed it, but this is a limited edition. And it has a art book and the game inside, and the soundtrack all layered inside the box. But it also came with the second time I've ever seen an English release have one of these. The first one was the Record of the August War for the 360. That was surprising then. That was really bold, but as this would call it, the Valley of Warmth Mousepad. Now I'm going to take a second here to let you guess what that is. Give up. It's a booby mousepad. And in this glorious boobs. Good. Anyway, yeah, you do not see these very often in America stuff, so, okay. So the last thing I want to show off is something very odd, and I actually mentioned the limited game ones, because recently they mentioned that they're going to have 2 Shantae games physically from limited game ones, which is awesome. So, Whiskey's Revenge Director's Cut is one of them for the PS4. The other... Which one was the other? I don't remember, but we're dealing with Whiskey's Revenge here. So they mentioned in the announcement tweet that was the first time physically available. Well, sadly, that weekend prior to that announcement, I had evidence to show that they were wrong. So this is odd. So Legacy Games here is known for mystery hide and seek type games that my parents like playing, but This is a double pack of Mighty Switch Force and Shintai Whiskey's Revenge, and you can see Director's Cut on there. This is not a Steam version. These are DRM free. So that is technically wrong. It is now the first time for the PS4 or the consoles, but there is a physical version of it for PC. So that was a little interesting. I've only seen that at my local Walmart. I have not seen it at any other Walmart. And oddly enough, also, I cannot find existence of it on the interweb, or even the company's own site, Legacy Games, that made this physical version. So that's slightly odd. Just like my giant muscles. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got here. So I'm just going to hang up my nightly hood and go all bald and try to impress the ladies at the bar. Maybe I'll get lucky, one of those barmaids at Skywim hit me up. "Hi, fair lady, I can see that you're going to be my dreams. And won't you see that everything as I would dream of, I would dream." Okay, anyway, that's all terrible. Terrible. Anyway, I gotta load my gun, because Overwatch needs a new hero. The world could always use more heroes. Until next time, this is Crazy Muscle Man to the rescue. If you got any questions down below, please leave a comment down below, and please do not mess with the booby mouse pad. You pervert. Squishy. You saw nothing. Anyway, until next time, have fun, enjoy, and yeah. And again, for anyone wanting to know any other update stuff, so we're getting the look again to look at my floor here that's sinking over here, because it's actually really bad, because apparently this house doesn't have an actual foundation. It only has cement on the outer rim, or basically wherever there's a wall, there's cement underneath that. Where the floor is, there's no cement. So actually, if that actually breaks, it will actually hit the actual ground. So that's actually much worse than I thought. So they're going to come look and hopefully be able to jack it up or something. If not, may have a lot of problems here in the future, just to let you know. My plans so far is to try and get Metal Gear Solid 5 freaking finished if I actually can stop being sexy muscle man here and trying to impress the ladies and actually fucking get to work. So, I flash you. Good night. Leave a comment down below, or I'm going to come to your house and personally flash you. You're just lucky it's off screen. You'd be so jealous. Till next time.